Cesspool Podcast. I'm Jay Foss. That's El Tejon. I think we're on number 180. And let's do a 180 and have El Tejon host.
Oh, what the fuck? Hi. All right, this sucks. You go back to hosting.
See, that's the kind of shit you don't give me that I want.
Oh.
You know what I mean? See, this would be way better. My ego would be better.
Shit, my bad.
Yeah. Come on. What?
Shit.
Wow. All right. Let's
bad.
start this off. Rising Republican Party star who's running for the U.S. Congress, and he is a proven conservative. You know, he was on Tinder. And he said he's 29. Yeah, he's 37. He's been caught.
Is this where I laugh?
Orion McKenzie.
What the fuck is that?
He's a rising Republican Party star. Definitely.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
Yeah. Can you believe he lied on his Tinder profile?
I mean, who doesn't?
By the way, you know, at our age, you ever had a dating profile?
I don't think I've had one.
Well, that's a long pause and a bunch of...
I had to think about it for a second. Yes, I have been on dating sites, but I don't think I've ever set up profiles.
No, I mean, I've never seen one. I had to ask my coworker to show his. I've been tied down for a while. When you find something this fucking scrumptious, you tie it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put a ring on it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you do.
I don't blame you.
But nowadays, the Tinder profiles I see, very scary.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway.
Why are you on Tinder?
I said I was a coworker's Tinder, you fucking cock.
Oh.
Anyway, ridiculous lies people tell on Tinder. I literally told the guy I didn't have a vagina to let him go away.
What?
The crazy thing is he believed me. No, he fucking didn't. He thought you were a crazy bitch.
Right. No, he got the hint.
I mean, the ones that don't, let me see. You know what I mean? I'd say, well, whip the cock out. You know, I'm good with that too.
Yeah, we're trading pics.
I'm paying.
Oh.
I told my match that I couldn't go on a date because I was the school mascot and had to perform at the game.
Oh, is this high school or college?
Yeah, I don't know. College, you got to be pretty good at it, right?
Yeah, right.
So
that's why I'm saying, like, you got to be a little bit cerebral about that kind of comment.
Answering people like 2 or 3 weeks later, their messages.
Oh, that doesn't fly.
That doesn't fly. Pulling a Miranda from Sex and the City. Do you know what the fuck she's talking about?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either. College con artists. So people that would just kind of try to hook up with people for money, Venmo, shit like that.
I dig it.
Desperate guys, they go for it. You know what I mean? Like,
I would go for it.
Yeah.
Desperate dudes. Fuck yeah.
I once created a Tinder profile just to try and catfish my brother so I could show our parents that he does, in fact, try to hook up with random girls. I thought about catfishing my supervisor. I have a picture of him. He's a fucking retard. And I was thinking about catfishing. Just for funsies. You know what I mean?
That would be fun. Did you try to catfish me sometime?
Gotta have a pic. Or I could do the El Tejon logo, right?
Do that. Don't you have the midget leprechaun one?
Oh yeah, I could put you. Or the red stripe.
Great.
I could put you as a red stripe.
Oh yeah.
I matched with a guy who I later found out was a Trump supporter. I am not. Oh, that's gotta be so bad.
Oh, he's probably lucky he didn't hook up with your fucking weird libtard ass.
Once he messaged me, I started to quote sexist things Trump has said just to mess with him. I wrote, a person who is flat-chested is very hard to be a 10. And I said, if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. And he was constantly agreeing with me. I couldn't take it anymore. So I shot him my 2 cents and blocked him. Yeah.
You're a hero.
Probably get nutted in as we do this pod. I go by my middle name. And at a social event for exchange students, a guy came up to me and said, I think we matched on Tinder. I freaked out and said I didn't have an account. He looked confused and then asked me my name. I told him my first name. I think he got the hint and left. I felt bad and deactivated. Are women this fucking weird?
What?
Women are weird, right?
They are weird.
Luckily, no women listen to this fucking show.
Good. Because it sounds like most of these broads out here are about half retarded anyways.
I convinced this guy that I lived in a Rite Aid and slept in a toothpaste aisle. See, why would you do that, though?
Oh. That is funny. I'd never buy it. But it is funny.
I matched with the guy on Tinder, and I showed him my sex tape.
Yeah.
Is that what would you do? You're like, I'm ready to fucking do the sequel?
Yeah, no, not ever talking to you again.
You know there's been people with, like, cameras in their bed. Like, even, like, webcams recording.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
What would you do?
If I'm getting recorded,
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it.
What if you performed really well that night?
I still...
You just went on, like, a 4-hour romp, you know what I'm saying?
4 hours?
4 hours, 4
what
days.
The fuck? That's more like it.
Yeah, it is more like it. I've seen you in action. I've recorded it.
Honey Badger don't give a shit.
Right. For several weeks, I made my entire Tinder bio April Ludgate quotes. Who the fuck is that?
It's probably something retarded. She's trying to find the one weirdo.
One time, I convinced this guy that I cook marijuana leaves in olive oil, season it with garlic salt, then eat it to get high. He believed it and asked me to make it for him sometime. Yeah. You showed him.
Are we really this retarded now? Like, this is what we do as a society?
Well, just fuck with people? I couldn't imagine getting on a dating site just to fuck with people. Or to catfish somebody or something like that. Right. Such a fucking colossal waste of time. Now, if you're fucking, someone from Bahrain or some shit, and you're getting Cash App money, and it translates to a fuck ton of money or some shit, cool. I mean, I get there's a purpose, I guess. But just to fuck with people... I don't know. I don't have time for that. I'm sure you don't have time for that.
Right, but this is Tinder, right?
Tinder.
This is probably mostly Gen Z that's doing this. I mean, I suspect there's probably...
I would say this is probably 18 to 25.
Right. That's just so weird.
I mean... Whatever gets you off. That probably gets you off more than any of your matches.
Well, even at 18 to 25, like, I remember in that age range, most of us were just trying to hook up. You know, maybe not so much commitment, even though there was more commitment.
I was going to church and trying to find my soulmate, but what were you doing?
I mean, obviously Tinder.
What was it like? Plenty of Fish was the first thing that popped up for us, but I mean,
Plenty of Fish, eHarmony was huge.
Oh yeah. But see, I did the crazy shit and like went out and found people.
Right?
Isn't that nuts?
Now, keep in mind,
I left my room.
I'm what, 10 years older than you?
Like 5.
5?
Yeah.
How old are you?
39.
39? Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're 49?
I thought you were 34 for some reason. What the fuck?
Hi.
Anyways.
I can be whatever you want. On Tinder.
Right, I'll message you on Tinder. But back then, like, dating apps weren't a thing.
No.
Whenever I was growing
you had to go out and
like
do some legwork on that pussy.
Yeah. Keep in mind, like, the internet was in its infancy whenever I was graduating high school.
I mean, if you want to take her to the fucking Adam Sandler movie and fucking tag that pussy.
We didn't even do that. We got in the car and popped in the Adam Sandler LP into the tape player.
The cassette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CDs weren't big then.
You're a pimp, dude.
An OG pimp.
An OJ.
Shit, dog.
Hunter Biden's lawyers take back the request for a new trial. We both look like Hunter Biden.
We do. We could be Hunter Biden identical. You know, honestly, whenever they make movies about Hunter Biden, like, I already have people calling me.
Yeah, they're going to have like a little short version when he was a short guy. That'll be you as a child. And then when he hit the buffet a lot, and that'll be me.
I was just going to say whenever he hit it big, they were calling you.
Pastor responds after white crowds packed Trump's events at a black church. Detroit pastor who hosted Trump's controversial surprise roundtable at a black church said people laughed in his face when he suggested coming to the event.
Why was it controversial?
The crowd was mostly white. I was very surprised about how many black people were actually physically in the building. Well, I mean,
really? It's Detroit.
I don't worship a donkey or an elephant. I worship the Lamb of God. Now, see, okay, so this is where I think they're both all in the same. I think it's both a form of brainwashing. And this guy proves my point.
That kind of comment isn't even relevant because you are like stepping way outside. Nobody is worshiping Trump. You know what actual real conservatives think? Trump is 1,000,000 times better than Biden. You cannot, even most Democrats can't tell me what's great about Biden. All he is a puppet. He's a puppet. That's it. Right?
Well, I mean, don't a lot of the times it flips back and forth? I mean,
does.
It's very rare that there's an eight-year term.
Well, typically your incumbent has a lot of political power, right?
But it also goes to show the American people are fucking fickle and moronic.
True. And that's been very true since probably, I would say, the last probably 100 years. It's been mostly a popularity contest. But the problem is the game has shifted whenever it comes to presidential elections. It's become a blood sport more than a popularity contest. And as everybody knows, even Democrats know this, even though it'll be controversial, and they will ask for evidence, even though they never present evidence of their own. Biden did not win the 2020 election. He didn't win it. You can challenge me on that. I beg you to go and find the 81 million votes that he supposedly got and tell me every single one of them were legit, because they weren't. Right? And there's evidence that this is going to continue into this election. But anyways,
let's take a minute. El Tejon, he needs to calm down.
My bad.
I will give you a choice on this podcast. What type of genre of music do you want to hear right now?
Right now?
Right the fuck now.
Some David Allan Coe.
Shades on to light, street lights bright, nigga outfit tight, eggshell, white boy hip. Money on my chrome, don't say place, no mosh pitting at the club, comatose scrubs. Oh good God, this club is loud, yup, ain't no white folks allowed, hell no. Throw it down like Chris Paul does, turn me to a few drugs, go hang with my thugs. figures. Oh good God, this club is loud. Yup, ain't no white folks allowed. Hell no. Throw it down like Chris Paul does. Probably do a few drugs, don't hang with my thugs. Yep. Sit down, honky, y'all sit down. Sit down, honky, y'all sit down. Y'all ain't shit, go watch NASCAR. Y'all yes, I'm the man round here. Oh good God, this club is loud. Yup, ain't no white folks allowed. Hell no. Throw it down like Chris Paul does. Probably do a few drugs, don't hang with my thugs. Yep. Oh good God, this club is loud. Yup, ain't no white folks allowed. Hell no. Throw it down like Chris Paul does. Probably do a few drugs, don't hang with my thugs. Yep.
GOP lawmakers peeved, pissed off. There's nowhere in the Capitol to smoke cigars.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
You poor bastards.
Who do you know who smokes cigars?
I don't think
Is
I
that a
know anybody.
well-off thing, or is that just a desperately, I've smoked so much, I need a fuck ton of nicotine?
No, cigars are an acquired taste, so it's like, it's a niche thing. You know, it's like cigarettes. People have their brands of cigarettes. You know, it's niche. I don't know anybody that smokes cigars, though.
Joe Biden said, I think after the decision in the court, Hunter was strong. And so I had to take his example and just get out there and start fighting again. Fighting about what? The dude's a scumbag piece of shit. And he's done way worse than what the fuck he's convicted on. What do you mean? I mean, I get you had to do some fucking bullshit.
Right, but what are you fighting for?
He's a strong man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's talking about Joe. Joe's a strong man who will do a great job in his second term.
No, he won't. He didn't do a good job in his first term.
When was he ever strong?
I don't know, 1967?
Maybe.
Yeah, Joe Biden is a joke. Most everybody sees him as a joke. He's not strong. He doesn't have his mental faculties. He gets lost on the stage. He fights with his teleprompter every time he's at a speech. You know, he lies about things that he's done in his life. There are so many people that see through his horse shit, right? So it's you can go up on stage, Jill Biden or a random media person, and you can put out all the narratives you want to about how great Joe Biden is and, you know, how much he's done as a legislator. The vast majority of Americans see through your bullshit. We see through it. Nobody gives a fuck about Joe Biden. He's going to go down in history as one of the worst presidents of all time. Worst. Foreign policy, economic policy, domestic anything, you know, climate change, fucking horse shit, destroying the oil industry, the energy industry, with nothing in the reserves, you know, alternative energy, right? Which we all know that only produces about 10% of our needs. So fuck Joe Biden. He's trash. He's trash.
More problems for Rudy Giuliani. This is another thing. It doesn't really matter if you're going after people that are that old, that have lived their whole life fucking rich and shit.
Right, but what did Rudy Giuliani do? He went against the Democratic establishment.
Yeah, so they're going after him like crazy.
Right.
Creditors requesting shit.
Yeah, gotta destroy him.
Yeah. Well, and that may not be the case next year. It may seesaw back. But I mean, on Rogan's podcast, he did mention something interesting. Trump didn't ever really go after Obama and Clinton, which they were easy targets to go after. He never really did. I mean, he would say stuff, but
legally?
He wouldn't go after them.
Legally.
Like the Democratic Party is legally going after everybody.
Okay.
He never did that.
No, he didn't.
So this is really scumbag shit.
Yes. Yeah, and keep in mind, what did they do to Trump during the 2016 election?
Oh, Similar to what they're doing now. They did
Right.
everything to...
They've kept it up. And Donald Trump has said that he's not going to go after them the way that they're going after him. He's going to let his success do the talking.
Woman stabbed near CNBC headquarters.
Cool.
Unprovoked.
Wow. Happens in every major Democratic city multiple times a day, probably. Like
Chaos at Baltimore Pride as chemical agent released into the crowd. There's actually been several cities here with the Pride parades having violence at them.
Yeah.
Again, people don't necessarily want beliefs forced upon them, whether it be religious or... They really don't.
Right,
They can
right.
only stand so fucking
But
much.
hold on. Did they find the perpetrator that released the chemical agent?
It remains unclear who was behind it.
Oh, that's awfully convenient. Because you know what? We have a whole bunch of hoax crimes. There was actually a Democrat running for office in Texas just last week that was busted for hoax crimes.
A lot of people say it was either mace or hairspray.
Huh.
Wow. Chemical agent.
But that's the headline, though, right?
Yeah.
Somebody maced somebody else because maybe some queer got a little too freakish with another queer and he had to be maced, bear maced.
More debate rules. There's going to be mic muting, commercial breaks. What do you feel? How do you feel about this?
Right.
This is all to hide Biden's. I mean, not just insecurities, but his.
It benefits the Democrats as well because you can just shut Trump off whenever you want.
Right.
If he
I
goes,
can't believe he agreed to this shit.
well,
Or do you have to?
he doesn't have to, but he's trying to get on these channels that are controlled by Democrats and watched by Democrats because he wants to change their minds. And I don't know, if you're still on the fence at this point, you're kind of a fucking idiot in my mind.
I don't really think anyone is. Do you?
They say there's still some out there that don't know who they're going to vote for, which is just weird to me. 4 years of Trump and 4 years of Biden, and you're still on the fence. You're obviously somebody that probably shouldn't even be voting. You're that stupid.
Bear breaks into a Canadian woman's car, eats the upholstery. So this is interesting. We one of the dogs we got. It's some kind of fucking poodle mix. So it's a mutt, but I mean it's very anxious, right? I mean it's even on medication to this day. And like within like the first month that we got the guy, when we leave, he used to freak out. You could hear him audibly, right? He ate our recliner. Completely ate the fucking chair up. There was nothing but springs left. Springs and foam when we came home. Like it was a fucking murder scene. And you're like, what the fuck? Ate Brandy's dildo and everything.
What?
Oh, yeah. That's her favorite one, too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is why I don't have dogs.
Yeah.
So they don't eat my dildos.
I brought this up earlier. A German city can't handle the pigeons anymore.
Right.
They're shitting on everything. They're squawking at motherfuckers. You know?
The squawking birds.
Yeah. Just fucking shit up, right? So they decided to make a sort of trap. Build a pigeon. And it's kind of like a fish trap from what I read. You know, they swim in, but instead they fly in. They can't get out. But here's where it gets a little morbid. They're going to club and kill the shit out of these pigeons after they're trapped in there.
Doesn't that sound strange?
Can't you do something else instead of just beating the shit out of them?
Right. Like, you're going to have people with ball bats that are going to crawl in a cage.
They're like batons, yeah.
That they can't get out of, and they're just going to bash everything as it flies around.
Yeah, is that job on Indeed? What's that pay?
Who knows?
How many francs? Was that what they're... That's probably not right. But
Franc. Where's this at?
it's in Germany.
Germany?
So it's not francs, but...
Yeah. I don't know what their currency is. They may be mainly the euro dollar anymore.
Oh, who the fuck knows? Fuck them.
Wow.
Do they listen to this?
I hope so.
They used to. But now they can't.
Probably not now.
They can't listen to a little Adele and us. You know?
They hate Adele.
God damn, so do I.
They hate good music.
I can see your slung through your pants, boy. I'm coil it out. Let's ride it like a Tonka toy. Better be 14 inches if you're going in me. Otherwise, I'm choosing other guys. Don't stick it in me. Don't stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Just stick it in me. Just stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Yeah, player, gon' get that cock out. I stretch my mouth out, then my ass now. Yo, you gon' pay me my support, man, or I got you on contract to die, man. Don't stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Just stick it in me. Just stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. You gon' see me in this skirt and starting jerking while I service and you serve no purpose. But jizzing in my vixen down to Mason Dixon, you gon' help me grow my business. Yeah. Don't stick it in me. Don't stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Just stick it in me. Just stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. I'm trapping, what you gon' do? I'm trapping, yeah, yeah, yeah. You, I'm trapping, what you gon' do? I'm trapping, and you gon' bust. Don't stick it in me, don't stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Just stick it in me, just stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Don't stick it in me, don't stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Just stick it in me, just stick it in me. I'ma make you my baby daddy. Oh, hell no.